Okay, so this is the second part in the identity crafting series. Part 1, we talked about your North Star, getting clear about what your North Star is, so your mission and your purpose, writing out those first 2 sentences, and then a small paragraph of what your North Star is in detail. And we also started the recording off talking about visualization and the importance of visualization, how to actually visualize properly, putting ourselves into fulfillment, and making sure the process is enjoyable. If you're struggling hard to visualize or you feel like it's a chore, then you're not doing the process effectively. So we talked about visualizing and we talked about your North Star, your mission and your purpose. So in this video, we're going to talk about your identity. We're going to talk about how to actually get clear about what it is you want. And that will take us on to the third part, which is creating an example scene that you can visualize, combining that with presence so you can actually put yourself into fulfillment. This is probably the most important episode, I would say, the most important part, because in this recording, we're actually going to get clear, like crystal clear, about who it is you want to be and what it is you want to do, which is the most important part. Having that definite chief aim, having that clarity is so key. If you don't have that, then how do you expect to experience the things that you want? So many people, they have an idea of what it is they want, but they aren't clear. They waver with it. They may have some idea of what it is they want. They may have some idea about what it is they don't want. But if you ask them really, what is it that you want? So many people, they wouldn't know what to say. So we're going to get into it now. So you have the title, upgraded version of your first name. You have North Star, 1 or 2 sentences, the small paragraph, and now what I want you to title, the next subheading is your identity. So think about who is it that you want to be. Think about the most upgraded version of yourself. If you feel limited by what is going on in your reality right now, or what is going on in your environment right now, think of this as a game. Just imagine, try your best to be present, let go of every story, every narrative, old beliefs, any limiting beliefs that you have, and just for fun, think about the most upgraded version of yourself. How would you live your life? Who would you be? Who would you be connected to? What would you be able to do? How would you be able to give back? In as much detail as you can, list out everything about this person. So think of your desire, think of the upgraded version of you, the person who has the things that you want in every single detail. They are happy, they are fulfilled, they are in love with life, they are grateful. They have your desire. The thing that you want, they have. They are living the life that you want to live. So in as much detail as you can, this will take up majority of this document. What does that person look like? We're not just talking about what it is they have materially. Like this, we're scripting out this person and who they are in as much detail as we can. What does this person look like? What time do they wake up? What time do they go to bed? Where do they live? Do they live in an apartment? Do they live in a house somewhere? What do they dress like? What do they do for a living or for work? What is their social life like? How many close friends do they have? List out the characteristics and the traits of these people, the people that they communicate with most frequently. What do they do for fun? Who is the first person they text or speak to in the morning? Do they have a coffee first thing in the morning? How much are they making per month? Do they exercise first thing in the morning? Where do they exercise? Do they walk to the gym? Do they have a gym in their apartment? Do they sleep in? What is their physique like in detail? In detail, what do they look like? You're looking at yourself in the mirror. What do they look like? What does their home look like? What is their day-to-day like? Now, of course, you may be thinking this is very general, and I'm just listing a few things that you should have in mind before we actually jump into this process. In every single area, every single avenue, who is this person? So these are just a few things that you can think of before we actually get started, like I said, because what we're going to do is we're going to take each category of life, so physical, mental, spiritual, business, wealth, career, however many other categories you can think of. Ask yourself, what is important to you? What do you think should be clearly defined. And we're going to bullet point them, each avenue, each area, and then I want you to get clear about who your most ideal version of yourself is in each area. Who is this person in every single area? Every single area, every single avenue in life, who are they? And keep in mind, this exercise should be fun. You should have a smile on your face while you do this. The most fun thing you can do, you're literally if you were a character in a video game, you are just maxing out this character. You are creating you. You should have a smile on your face while you do this. See yourself as the creator and the main character of the movie, in the film of your life. You are defining and getting clear about who this main character will be, their identity. Who is this person? So take some time. Again, this may take a couple days. This may take a couple hours. But you're creating yourself. You're listing out who it is you see yourself being. So continuing along with the document that we've been working with, underneath your North Star, take a second and think about what areas, what categories should I define? So just a few examples that I've listed out that I think may help you as well are fitness and health. So you would write out in this section, you'd get clear about what your ideal weight would be or what your ideal body would look like physically. How often are you going to the gym? Do you have a gym where you live? Do you go to the gym with your friends? What kind of foods are you eating? Do you eat healthy? Do you care about your fitness? Do you care about your health? To what extent? If you were the most ideal version of yourself in terms of health and fitness, what would you do? How would you act? And then write it in that category. Another example would be your character traits. Who are you? How do people perceive you? What is an example of an important character trait that you embody? An example of this could be you are very giving, or you are very confident. In what ways are you giving? In what ways are you very confident? How do you portray that in the way that you walk, in the way that you talk? List examples. Another example would be wealth and career. How much money are you making per month? What do you do for work? Do you work with other people? Do you work with yourself? Do you work from home? Do you have to travel to work? Do you have a side project or a side hustle? What would be your dream salary? Get clear in the wealth and career section. The next section could be ideal living situation. What kind of home do you have? What kind of apartment do you have? Do you live with friends? Do you live with roommates? Get clear in that section. Another section would be social life or social circle. What types of people are in your social circle? Get clear. What are their names? If you're friends with people already and you still want them in your social circle, list out their names. What are their traits? Who are they? What are they about? What are their interests? If you have a dream of being friends with a certain group of people who already exist, then put them on the list. If you want to make up people, your ideal dream social circle or social life, write out these people as well. What do you guys do? Who do you hang around? What types of restaurants do you go to? Do you like going to sporting events together? Whatever it is, do you like getting your nails done? Whatever it is. Your ideal social circle, list out each person and get clear about what kind of things you guys do together. What types of activities do you do? Continuing the example we gave of Rachel in the first part, this is how I would go about writing for social circle, getting clear for your social circle. I would say Rachel is friends with extremely successful, high-value men and women in X, Y, and Z field. She loves spending time with her friends multiple times every single week, and they go to the best restaurants in the city multiple times every month. Rachel and her friends love doing this. Rachel has the best quality friends who always look after Rachel and make sure that Rachel is in tune with herself. You can think of whatever it is you want, but write a story about it and get clear in every single avenue, every single detail within each category. Another example could be your lifestyle. What's your lifestyle like? Do you like to go shopping? What are your interests? Like whatever it is, what's your lifestyle? Do you like to travel? Put that in there. Another example is your hobbies. What do you like to do in your free time? Do you like to donate to charity? Write that as well. Rachel donates X amount of charity each month to blank. or each year to blank, whatever it is. Mindset, spirituality. Rachel is increasingly spiritually connected. Rachel meditates for 20 minutes every single day before bed and the first thing she does when she wakes up. Rachel's mindset is bulletproof. Rachel listens to self-development and mindset podcasts every morning, which elevates her level of energy and makes her incredibly motivated to go after her big dreams, which are blank, and then put in your North Star. Like, have fun with it. Write a story about it. So that was for mindset. The next example that I have written down here is travel. Rachel likes to travel 3 times every single year, etc., etc., etc. And then in the travel, you can put in where you live, your dream destination. Where do you live? Put that there. Rachel lives in an oceanfront home beside her friends. Like, whatever it is, this is your character. You're putting in your dream life. I just gave a few examples, but get clear. What is it that you want in each category? And I just gave like 7 or 8 examples of categories, but if you can think of 10 more, then put 10 more and get crystal clear even more. The clearer you get, the better. Don't think you can be too clear. If you have the intention to get clear and come up with what exactly it is you want in each category, it's only going to benefit you. This may take a few hours, and you may have to come back to it every month or so and add things to it or take things away from it, but that's okay. You're scripting yourself. You're scripting your life, your dream life. So it shouldn't be done in a few minutes. And after you've gotten clear about each category, and after you've gotten clear about who it is you actually are in each category and define your different character traits in every single area that you've put down in this document, what I want you to do next, and what I highly recommend you do, is go on Google Images or go on Pinterest and look up images that correspond with each category. So for an example, the first category that we listed out was health and fitness. Get a picture of someone who has your dream body and put it in that section underneath the text. If health and fitness is a priority to you, find images that relate to health and fitness on Google or on Pinterest. Pinterest is what I use. And then drag them into this document. Maybe there's somebody doing a workout class, or someone who has your dream body, or maybe a healthy smoothie, whatever resonates with you. Another example would be wealth. Maybe just a stack of money, maybe a check with a certain amount of money that you want to make on it. Maybe in this section you find some material desires that you like. You've gotten clear about what kind of material desires you would like in the wealth and career section. Maybe it's a certain car model that you want. Get images of what that car would be like and put it in the wealth section, or make a subheading in the wealth section and put material desires in it. And then get images from Pinterest or Google, whatever represents the things that you want, and put it in the document. Another section we talked about is travel. Put an airplane on it, or put your dream destination on it, or a dream country that you would like to go to. Put that in that section. For mindset and spirituality, maybe put somebody meditating or somebody doing yoga. Whatever images resonate with you, put it in its corresponding section. Think of this as a vision board in addition to clarification on your identity. That's basically what we're doing. We're bringing a vision board to life by adding text to it and getting crystal clear about who it is we are, our identity. That's basically how you can think about this. So if you have a pre-existing vision board that you look at, or maybe it's a board on Pinterest that you look at with a bunch of different pins on it of your dream life, just add them to this document. And pro tip here, don't just put any random images. Take some time, scroll through Pinterest or scroll through Google Images, and whatever image resonates with you internally, that's what I would put on. Apply the 80-20 principle here. Few things generate the greatest result. So what are the few things that generate the greatest result? What are the few images that you can put on there that make you feel the most fulfilled? Because that's ultimately what this is all about. Don't put 10 images on there. Maybe put 3 or 4. Maybe put 4 or 5. Don't do that many. But whatever makes you feel fulfilled, that's what I would highly recommend. And again, when you look at these images, they should make you feel a certain way. They should confirm the fulfillment that you already know to be true within you. and do it for each category. Really think about it. You've gotten clear about your mission, you've gotten clear about your North Star, and now you're getting clear on your identity within all of those categories, in as many categories as you can think of. List out in as many categories as you can think of who it is you are, how you operate, how you live your life day to day, what you do for work, etc., etc., etc. And again, if you aren't happy while doing this, if you do not have a smile on your face while you do this practice, you're doing something wrong. Let go of everything that's limiting you and just have fun with this practice. You are building your dream self, your dream identity. Imagine if it was just for fun. You are creating a video game character and you're maxing out all of the attributes. Who are you? Ideally, the person having the things that you want to have, who is this person? You are crafting their identity. So that's all for this recording. Take a few days with this, take a few hours, however long you want to take with it. Come back to it. You're probably going to come back to it from time to time to add things, like I said, take things away, but get clear about your identity. And that's step 2. So I'll see you in the next recording.